Hi, my name is Kayla Ritchie, and I am a painting major with an arts management entrepreneurship minor.
What are some of the classes you're required to take to complete your major?
For art classes, you have to take the basic foundation drawing, 3D design, 2D design, and then you go into the individualized classes like drawing, painting, sculpture. Eventually, you have to go and either choose a BA or a BFA. So you choose a concentration, whether that's drawing, sculpture, painting, and you go into more depth classes with those concentrations.
What is your schedule this semester?
I'm taking Painting 4 and Museum Studies, which is a specialized art history class, and I'm taking Entrepreneurship and Wearable Sculpture, which is another elective sort of sculpture class.
What made you choose this major?
I feel like I've had a passion for art for such a long time. I went to a specialized arts high school as well, so that really did influence kind of what I wanted to go into with college. And I've always believed if you want to make a career in something, make it out of something that you're passionate about and that you love.
What do you plan to do with your degree once you finish it?
I don't really have a solid plan right now. I'm considering grad school to get my MFA, but I'm also considering just going straight into the workforce, whether that's freelancing or museum work, or I've also gotten into graphic design. So I have a lot to think about for my future within the art world, but I know I definitely don't want to leave it.
What would you say your dream job is?
If I could just make paintings in my own studio, my own space, and make a living off of that, that's the dream. But I know that's hard to achieve.
Do you feel like your major is easy or hard?
I mean, I'm not doing math problems all day, so I feel like it's easy in the sense of I'm not doing solid work like that, but it's hard in the sense that I have to put in tons of hours into the studio and tons of personal just connection into my work, that it's more of a mental tiredness than physical. I'd say it's pretty hard, but in a different sense than a lot of people would think.
Would you recommend your major to other people?
I definitely would. If you have a passion for art, I'd say go for it. The art department here is it's small, but also very intimate, so you get to meet a lot of people and make a lot of connections while you're here. And a lot of the professors are really willing to work with you on your work and give you connections and everything going into the future. So I highly recommend.
My name is Brock Newsom. I'm a fifth-year chemistry major.
What are some of the classes you're required to take to complete your major?
So you take intro, so that's your Gen Chem. And then you have classes like organic. You have a second organic called Organic 2. You have P-Chem, which is slang. It's physical chemistry. I'm taking that right now, and it's difficult. And then you have lots of labs, lots and lots of labs.
What else are you taking this semester?
So to balance out, because I have some hard classes, I'm taking meditation, the art of meditation, ceramics, and I'm taking neuro capstone, so neuro 480, because my minor is in neuroscience.
Do you feel like your major is easy or hard?
It's not easy, but I don't get my socks off or anything from saying it's hard. My major is a lot of math in the beginning, and then it takes a break from math, which people don't like math, and then it jumps back into math. If you're not a lab person, which I found out I'm not a lab person, you may not love the major. It's a lot of being in the lab, and if you mess something up, you start from scratch. I think it's hard, but every single major, if you do it right, is hard.
What made you choose your major?
So, came to college, and I knew I was going to run track and field and cross country, and that was about it. I picked this school, got here, and didn't know what academics necessarily was offered. So I took the first 2 years, so 4 semesters, and took every single type of class I could think of. I took an art, geology, computer science, calculus, everything. And the only class I didn't loathe and enjoyed going to was chemistry, Gen Chem. Part of that was the professor. I continued to have great professors. I picked it, and I'm glad I picked it.
What do you plan to do with your degree once you finish it?
I've gone on different paths of different things I wanted to do, so I've taken lots of bio classes as well, because I was thinking maybe med school or something along those lines, but I've decided to do physical therapy school, a DPT. You take a lot of bio, a lot of chem, and a lot of psychology classes, and that's the goal. I work at a place currently, and I help physical therapists, and I enjoy that they get to meet with people. They're in the healthcare side, but they're also, people are happy to see them. Nobody comes to a physical therapy place and is sad because they know they're gonna see pretty much immediate results, and it's really cool. And it's not as high risk as some jobs in medicine.
Has this major opened up more opportunities for you?
You get to take a lab called Project Lab, and in that lab you get to do real research that helps hopefully real people solve real world problems. And currently we are doing really cool stuff with some antibiotics. And so, telling your mom and your dad that you're working on something to hopefully cure and fight disease is really cool. That's a really cool opportunity, is to be able to help others and still work towards my degree.
My name is Olivia, and I'm a second year at UNC-Asheville, and my major is environmental studies. In the environmental studies area, there's 3 different concentrations you can do. So my concentration is ecology, so it's more based around like plants and animals and such.
What are some of the classes you're required to take to complete your major?
There's some chemistry classes, and I have to take math, I already took stats, and I have to take calculus and pre-calc, I think, and then just a lot of biology electives.
Can you tell me what your class schedule is this semester?
Yeah, so this semester I have ecology and field biology, and then I also have a lab for that class, so those 2 go together. And then I'm taking Intro to Meteorology, Introduction to Sociology, and Geology. I'm taking Environmental Geology.
What made you choose this major?
I really liked biology in high school, and I took AP Bio and AP Environmental Studies, and I really liked those classes a lot. And I was deciding between a biology major and this major for a while, but I decided to go this route because I'm not super great at the math and chemistry stuff, which you have to do a lot more with biology, and so I decided to go to this route. And I just really enjoy learning about plants and animals and the environment.
What do you plan to do with this degree once you finish it?
When I finish this degree, I'm probably going to try to get some experience in the field, like some internships and things like that. I might also go to grad school.
Do you have a dream job?
My dream job would probably be wildlife conservationalist, where you basically just help the wildlife and when they're in rehab centers and stuff like that. And so I think that would be an awesome job. And then another job that I would love is environmental restoration, and that's just another kind of job where you just go out into different areas and help restore the environment.
Would you recommend your major to other people?
Yeah, I definitely would. I think it's a great major, and even if you wouldn't have it as a major, a lot of people have it as a minor too, just as a backup, because it's a super great major. It's only my second year, and I've already learned so much so far, and most of the classes are really enjoyable, and we go on lots of fun field trips, so that's always fun, and I do have a good time doing this.
My name is Colson Combs, and I'm a junior this year, and I'm a business major.
What are some of the classes you are required to take to complete your major?
Well, I'm actually just beginning the major, but so far I've had to take Management 130, which is a really great introductory organizations class. There are plenty of organizational classes, as well as some kind of business law and kind of ethical classes as well. And you have to take economics and dip into accounting also.
Can you tell me what your class schedule is this semester?
Yeah, this semester I'm taking Course Humanities 324, but alongside that I'm taking that legal and ethical environment class that I mentioned, Business 300, as well as Business 230, which is the sort of structure of organizations and understanding organizational development, and I'm also taking Economics 103.
What made you choose this major?
I chose business because I sort of felt like I was specifying too early when I was a music technology major. I kind of wanted a really universally applicable skill set, so I went in this other direction instead.
What do you plan to do with your degree once you finish it?
I'm kind of still figuring that out. Yeah, I just wanted to keep all the doors open. I may try and go into business. I may try and start my own business. I may apply everything I'm doing to being a songwriter or music industry professional.
Do you feel like your major is easy or hard?
I think it's easier than being a music technology major. It takes some time and just some groundwork, but with that, yeah, it's simpler.
Has this major opened up any new opportunities for you?
Definitely, yeah. I wasn't planning on doing an internship before joining this major.
Hi, I'm James Stone. My major is in theater.
What are some of the classes you're required to take to complete your major?
There's a lot of interesting ones. Last year I took a prop making class, everything from welding, like metal and forging, to counterfeit paper. And not in an illegal way, just how to age it and make it look really old or sci-fi or whatever you need it to look like. Some other classes, global theater history, where you just learn the history and different practices of history around the globe.
Can you tell me what your class schedule is this semester?
On Mondays, Wednesdays, I have intro into technical theater and voice and body. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have global theater history and light hang, learning how to mess with lights and stuff. Intro into light design.
Can you tell me what led you to choose this major?
Well, originally, I started doing theater in middle school, and I just transferred that over to high school. And when I actually joined the tech program, I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I just picked Asheville because I had a good theater program, because I've focused mostly on the technical side than the acting side.
Do you personally feel like your major is easy or hard?
It depends on which area you're looking into. Personally, I find the technical side more easier to understand than the acting side. That's not saying that the technical side is easy. There's a lot to learn, safety, precautions, and then you have a bunch of like legal stuff you have to be cautious of. Like with prop firearms, there's this whole special thing you have to learn to be able to use them and use them correctly.
I know you said you're into the tech side of it, but are you still required to take some acting classes?
Yes, you are required to take acting classes. The one I'm currently in, which is voice and body. I don't really need to know that much stuff in that area with doing technical stuff, but with learning that, it can help definitely with miking people. I think it definitely helps knowing that side for the actor as well.
What do you plan to do with your degree once you complete it?
Well, my main focus right now and while I'm learning is set design and construction and prop design and prop construction. So my goal is to follow mostly in the prop design because there's not many people doing that currently. I like building stuff and designing it, so I'm going to focus in that where there is not as many people doing that currently.
Would you say that's your dream job?
It's in the category of what I want to do for a dream job. One day I would like to own my own like theater construction company, or be able to travel around and put up shows and get hired out to do other cool stuff.
Has this major opened up any opportunities for you?
Yes, I've gotten people who've emailed me asking me to give my 2 cents on stuff or offering me to do positions, and I've gotten some job opportunities and I've done some jobs already within that because of learning how to do stuff.
Do you feel like drama or theater majors have a bad rep? Some people assume that it's difficult to get jobs with this major.
With acting, I can definitely see that. I'm not trying to insult any actors because it is difficult. Like because you callbacks and stuff. There's so many people who want to be actors. It's just there is a surplus of them. And while on the technical side, if you know what you're doing, it's definitely easier, I think, on the technical side. And plus, it can also lead to other jobs such as like building houses and stuff because you learn the skill set. You can also apply it outside of theater.
Would you recommend your major to other people?
Yes, definitely. If anything, even as a minor, on the technical side, you learn tons of skills. Acting as well, with voiceovers, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, yes. So I would definitely recommend it.